Hey everyone, I hope you all are safe and doing good. So we have discussed now one more class in the Java collection framework, that is linked list. Let's create a mini project for that, like using linked list, so that you have an idea how to use linked list, all the methods and all. So what we'll do is you have to create a shopping cart system using linked list. What you need to do is, let me just explain this thing first. It's not that much stuff, it's easy. We'll design or implement a shopping cart system using linked list class to simulate a simple e-commerce cart. We generally do shopping and we know that cart, shopping cart. What we can do, we can add item, we can remove item from that cart, we can update the quantity and all, and we can view item also, total bill and all, everything. So the system should allow the user to perform various cart operations to a menu based console application, because we haven't discussed till now, like obviously AWT. So we will simply create a console based application. Right. Now, what you need to do, what are the functional requirements? We will add new item. User will add a new item. For now, we just add the item name, maybe like some fruits name or any like clothes name like shirt, jeans, or top, or shoes, or apple, banana, something like that. Just the name. That's it. For now, no quantity and price per unit. We will enhance this project, and in that case, we'll add quantity and price. First, we'll start with the basic one. So we'll simply add the item name, right? Then we can remove item. This also you need to do. If you want to remove any item, you can just enter the name of the item and that would be removed. Update item. Skip this for now. View first and last added item. If you want to view the first item or the last added item in the cart, you can view that. We know we have method get first and get last in the linked list class. And then display all the items. Okay, no bill for now, but display just all the items. That's it. The simple thing you need to perform. So just create a linked list. In that linked list, we have like we obviously we have a menu. You have to create a menu driven console application. So simple traditional switch you can use. Case 1, add item. Case 2, remove item. Case 3, you can say that get the first item. Case 4, get the last item. Case 5 is view all the items, and case 6, exit, something like that, right? So I guess it's not tough, you can do it easily. It's the basic shopping cart system we are creating. We will update it, we will enhance it. Right. So you now pause the video and try this out. So in a project, name is project. Previously also we have discussed 2, 3 projects. There I'll simply create a new, you can say let's create a package first. Let's create a new package. And in this package name is, I'm just writing com dot shopping cart. Com dot Jenny's lectures dot shopping cart. In this package, I'll create a new Java class and this name is same like shopping cart. Same name. Let's create a simple basic shopping cart. So in main, first what we do, we create a linked list because we want to use linked list. So let's create a linked list and we want to store here what? String type. So the type should be here string. Let's name it cart or any name we can take and create a linked list. That's it. Now, obviously we are taking input from the user like add item, so enter the item name and all. So we first have to create scanner object. Have to create, we know, a scanner class. Let's name it scanner itself. S is here, see the name of the object is S is small. Here in the class S is capital. Any name you can take, SC, S, ABC, anything. But I just make like, no, it's always a good practice to make descriptive, to take descriptive name. Scanner. Let's create scanner object, and from where we'll take input? From the standard input. So system dot in. Yes. Now, first we'll create menu. So in menu, what? First is add new item, second is remove item, and like that. A proper menu, it should be displayed to the user so that you can enter the choice 1, 2, 3, 4, and accordingly tasks could be performed. So let's create a menu first. So we have shopping cart menu. First add item, remove item, view the first added item, view the last added item. Fifth choice is view all the items, and sixth exit. Now obviously we ask from the user that enter your choice 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. So user will enter. So we'll take the user choice in. Suppose a choice variable is equal to using scanner, the object name scanner dot, and choice is int. So next int we have a method and we can take the choice. Now, according to the choice we perform. So just use traditional switch case because we want to create a menu driven console application. So traditional switch I'll use. Simple. Switch choice, whatever choice accordingly we will the cases would be executed. So case one is add item. So what we write in case 1? Enter item to add. So we simply enter just name of the item. So let's take here a variable name, item name is equal to scanner dot item name is string. So like next line, it may contain spaces as well. So item name is this. Now we add in this card. So this card is a linked list. So we have method add. Simple. Simple you can call add. And whatever item name, just pass that. That would be added, appended in the list. Simple. Okay. Now after adding, I can simply print whatever the item name, added successfully. Simple. And after that, break. This is my case 1. Like this, we have to, you can say, write more cases. Let's go for case 2. Case 2 is what? Remove. So enter item name to remove. Same, let's take a variable name here, string item name, scanner, next int, right? Okay, variable item name is already defined in the scope. Okay, it's already we have defined. So you can take here a different name like item to remove, something like that. Or here you can just write item to add. So rather than item name, I'll just copy paste item to add here and it's item to remove. Now we say cart dot remove whatever item to remove. This. See here this remove. This method will do what? It will return boolean true or false. Either this item is removed or not. The object you have passed. It removes the first occurrence of the specified element from the list if it is present. If the list does not contain the element, it is unchanged and it will return false in that case. So we can do one thing here. We have to print a message as well. So I can write it in a, because it will return true or false. So I can write in a simple if. If cart dot remove this item means if it will return true. In that case, simply print whatever item you have entered removed successfully, removed from the cart. Yes, if this will return false, if the item is not present in the cart, in that case it should return a proper message. So in that case, else it will print this item to remove whatever you have entered, not, maybe not found in the cart, something like that. This message you can print, right? And after this, let's break this case. Now go for case 3. Case 3 is what? View the first added item. Okay, let's write down. So yeah, the method is get first. We can directly get the first item from the cart. But if the cart is empty, in that case, it should print a message. It will only print the first added item if the cart is not empty. So first you check. At first you check if this cart is empty, is not empty. Let's check is not empty. In that case only I will I'll print system.out.println. First added item is Have to fetch whatever cart dot get first. Already a method, we can directly get first. Yes. Else, if it's empty, then you can simply print like cart is empty. Simple. And then break. Then case 4. View the last item. So same we check first. Let's copy paste the same thing. If the cart is not empty, we will print the last added item is get last. Cart dot get last. Already a method is there. We can simply print else cart is empty and break. Okay, 4 cases are done. Then case fifth. Case fifth is what you need to perform here. View all the items. So it is that you have to print the list itself. So it's fine. In case fifth, we can simply print whatever the cart is. Okay, we can simply print this cart. But suppose if the cart is empty in that case, so first check if cart dot is empty. If it's empty, so we can simply print cart is empty. Else, we can print whatever items in the cart. Or if you want to print a message, you can print items in the cart. Simple. Just print that. Then break. After that, we have one more case, right? I guess case 6. Case 6 is exit. When to exit. So here we simply write for exit, we can simply say like whenever someone prints 6, exit means return. Return from this, you can say this method from main. And exit means, return means that's out. So simply we can write here return, or we can simply print like at first, thank you for shopping, a message, something like that. And we can just simply return. Before returning, we can just close the scanner object. It's always a good practice because we are using this scanner. So first we have opened this, always close this at the last once you're done. So scanner dot close, and that's it. But now the thing is, see, I'll show you the working of this. And after that, we always write a default case also. If the choice is not from 1 to 6, if invalid choice you have entered, that will automatically go to default. So default means invalid choice. Please try again, something like that. That's default. So okay, it's not correct, right? Let's try to run this and see it's working or not. So at first, okay, shopping cart menu is this, add, remove, and this. Enter your choice. Let's add first. So enter item to add. See, added successfully. So there is some problem here. So let's try to see this. See, if you're in this case, suppose if you're not getting what is the problem here. So what we can do is we can debug this. So for debugging, let's create in the main method itself a point, a breakpoint, and now we will run this. We will debug this. So debug this. At first on console there is nothing, right? Let's step over. Cart, okay, size is 0. Let me see where is the control first. Here is the control. The cart we have created, but in cart the size is 0. Size is 0 for cart. So scanner object would be created. Okay. Next line is this. Run this. On console, see shopping cart menu. First line has been printed. Now the control is at this line. So next this line would be printed when I step over. Add item. Step over, step over, step over. So these line would be printed. Enter your choice. So this line would be printed on the console. Enter your choice. If I enter here 1 and press enter. So now I'm here. Choice is 1. Okay, fine. Let's step over. Enter item to add. Till now everything is fine. It will ask me enter item to add. Right. Now if I enter item to add, suppose I want to add a shirt and hit enter. Step over. Card dot add item to add. This would be added. Let's step over. Added successfully. Step over and see. Added successfully. There is no item to add. Item to add was I have added shirt. So this variable item to add, there should be shirt, but added successfully. That's it. Item to add is nothing. Why so? Generally students do this mistake. So the problem here is, let's just stop the debugging here. See, when we enter here the choice and next int, we have taken int as an input. Now in that buffer we still have slash n. Once you hit enter, the slash n is still in the buffer. So next time if you ask a string to enter, it will consume the previously leftover slash n. It will not take your input. So what you need to do for that? After this, just add a simple scanner dot next line. Simple this line. It will consume the leftover slash n. Consume the new line. Whatever leftover slash n, that this scanner will consume that thing. Now whenever I ask for the next line, it will run. Let's try to run this and see this time. So enter your choice. It's 1. Item to add is shirt. See, shirt added successfully, but stopped. But I don't want this thing. I want to repeat the same process again. Maybe I want to add one more item. Maybe I want to remove now this item. Maybe I want to view the first item added. So it is just running only one time and then stop. But I want that this thing should run in a loop. Once you enter 6, then only it should exit. Otherwise, it's still running. So do you know the number of iteration? No, we don't know like any fixed number of iteration that I want to run this thing to print this thing. Like first time I have added, then again I want to add one more thing, or again I want to remove. So there is no fixed iteration. I don't want to. I don't know how many times this should run. Maybe one user will run this program 10 times, or another user will run 15 times or 50 times. So there is no fixed number of iteration in such kind of programs. So we can use for loop. We always use while loop. So what is the termination condition? So what is the termination condition? First, the I think one thing is clear to you. This thing, this thing should be printed in loop. So this everything, whatever you have written, everything should be in a loop. So before writing this line, here we just add a loop. So while true, till then we run everything. So after this is my switch case and while true. So after completing this, after closing of this, one more closing of this while loop. This while true, we don't know the number of iterations. So while true is always true. Once you hit 6, then it will only return. Now, so this return is also highlighted. Na? Previously it was not highlighted. Now it will return from this main. Now let's try to run this and see again. See, shopping cart menu. Okay, I want to enter first. So I just want to add a shirt. Shirt added successfully. Yes. Now again it will be printed like shopping cart menu and you have to choose again. So let's take again, I want to add something. Now I want to add a jeans. Sorry, spelling mistake. But okay, we'll correct it. Jeans added successfully. Shopping cart menu again. Now I want to view my first item. So just three. So first added item is shirt. Yes, we know this thing. Next, fourth, choice is fourth. Last added item is jeans. Right. Next, five. Choice is five. So item in the cart, shirt and jeans. All the items we have added. Now I want to remove. Second. So item to remove. I want to remove jeans. So spelling should be same. J capital E N A S. So by default the spelling is this. So let's enter. Jeans removed from the cart. Now if I want to view the last added item, that is shirt itself, because there is only one item in the list. So now if I view all the items, that is 5. So it's item in the cart, shirt. Only one item we have. Simple. If I press here 6, the choice is 6. Now thank you like for shopping and exit. So this is simple basic shopping cart system, menu driven console based application we have done. Right. It's the basic one. I guess it's not tough. You can do it easily. You have got everything because we have covered everything. Whatever we have, used in the switch, scanner object, or this linked list, or this while loop and all. To make it a little bit like good, here we can simply print like at first we print asterisk. Then I want to print here mini project dash shopping cart system with this shopping cart emoji, and again you can just simply, this is just for the decoration purpose. Same this line. Again, every time it print the menu, it should give me, like add a new line. So if I run this time, it will first print a mini project kind of thing. See, if you want to add your name, author name, and all the date and all, you can add. And then this will be, this is how like we have, if say if I enter the choice 5, cart is empty. Yes, there is nothing in the cart. If I say like let's remove item 2, so enter item name to remove, but there is no item. So I think it should print shirt not found in the cart. So here maybe you can just update it a little bit. Like directly if you enter the choice and if the cart is empty, so you can simply print cart is empty. There's nothing to remove. So this thing I guess you can easily update in the code. It's not tough. In this case, in remove item. Before removing, you can check. If cart is not empty, then only we remove. Otherwise, we can simply print not cart is empty. Or this case also you can handle. If suppose I have few item in the cart, shirt, jeans, shoes, but I enter, whenever it asks me that enter item to remove, I enter apple. So in that case, the cart is not empty. There are items in the cart, but still it should print apple not found in the cart, something like that. So two cases you have to handle here. So I guess you can easily update this. It's not tough. So I guess before asking this, we can write if my card is not empty, then only ask me enter item name to remove, and then only do this thing. This, if I'm not wrong, if cart is not empty, then only enter item name to remove. Then if the removed item is there, then remove the item from the cart, otherwise not found in the cart. Right? For this, if we have an else, otherwise simply print cart is empty. If cart is empty, don't ask me that enter item name to remove, because cart is empty. And then break. I hope this will handle the situation. Let's run this. At the very first itself, I will just enter the choice 2. So cart is empty. Remove item. but there is nothing in the cart. So at the very first, it will not ask me enter item name to remove. It will simply say cart is empty. Okay. So you try this out now. Now this is the basic one. Now advanced one is, let me show you that you need to do yourself. That is your assignment. We have added only the item name. Yes. But now I want you have to add a new item with the item name, quantity, as well as price per unit. Suppose shirt, quantity, it will ask first the item name, then it will ask enter the quantity 1, 2, 3, whatever you want to purchase. Then price per unit 1000, 2000, whatever. Three things you need to add. Yes. Each item is stored as an object inside the linked list. So, this is a simple hint. You can try this out. Remove, yes. Just enter the name of the item and it will match the item name and it will remove. Update item now. Next, updated this. Update item. Now we can update the quantity and the price of the existing item if you want to update. So, just enter the item name, and for that item name, it will ask you to update the quantity and the price. So, this extra thing you need to add. Then first and last item, these are same. Then 5, display all the items. Plus now at this time, you have to display the total bill as well. Item name, quantity, price per item, display everything, and total bill, quantity into price. This also you need to display. And after that also display the overall total bill. For each, suppose I have entered item shirt, 2 shirt, quantity is 2, shirt is 1, item name is shirt, price is 1000. So the total for that particular item is 2000 because there are 2 shirt. I have added 2 jeans. Per jeans, the price is 4000. So the total for those jeans are 8000. So 8000 plus 2000, after all, it will display the overall total bill, that is 10,000. That also it should display. And clear cart, yes, remove all the items from the cart. It's simple one. You just call the clear method and that's it. Exit is same. So now you have to enhance your project a little bit. I hope you get it. What you need to update. You try this out now. It's your assignment. So now we have learned through this application what? How to apply Java collection framework like linked list. Object-oriented programming using classes and objects. These concepts, CRUD operations, create, read, update, delete on a collection, how to do this thing, and how to learn a menu driven programming using and user input handling in Java. So this is basic objective to do this project, that you need to do these things. So I hope you are clear about these things. Now you try this out to enhance this project yourself.